wet it down. You can see on a live soil, there's just a sense of color. There is something about that chocolate fudge look of really fertile soil that I think even people who can barely spell the word farm, just instinctively realize that that's good. I saw soil blocks and talked to people who were making them. Well, the first time I saw that was on a farm in Switzerland. And right away I said, oh, isn't that neat? They were careful to explain this. When you have a cube of soil with just a little bit of air between it and the next cube of soil, the roots can grow right to the edge, and they're air pruned by that little distance between it and the next block. But if you have plants in a container, whether it's an upside down pyramid or a plug tray, the roots grow to the edge and then start circling around. Then again, you got to understand that with a block, you have all the air you could possibly have because you don't have the walls enclosing it. I'll take a newly made block like this and I'll throw it up in the air and catch it. So I'll go like that. And people will think the thing is going to totally fall apart, but it doesn't. The peat really gives these guys a lot of strength, even when they're moist and newly made. Carl has just the right balance or the quality of peat in his mix that it makes wonderful blocks. I don't think I've ever seen overwatered soil blocks. Even when I let my beginners help, I just say, water the dickens out of them, because that way you make sure that they're wet. But because of the drainage in the air, I've never seen one suffer from overwatering. This is the real benefit of soil blocks, is the roots you get. If you look at this, you will see that there's roots all over. Perfect example here. They've grown to the edge. They've been slightly air pruned. They're sitting there waiting to charge into the soil the minute you put this block in the soil. And that's why I just love growing plants this way, because that is going to take off as quickly as any seedling should the minute you put it into the soil. And the Europeans had done trials where they found out that if you put a lettuce from a plug tray in the ground next to a lettuce from a soil block, the soil block lettuce established 3 days sooner, because its roots were poised right at the edge. They went right out, and the plug tray lettuce had to figure out that the world did not consist in continuing to go around in circles, but it was supposed to go into the soil. Take a stressed plant, and I guarantee you all the plants from a plug tray are going to be stressed because there is not enough soil in there. In fact, if I visit a farm and they're having pest problems after transplanting, 99 out of 100 times, it's because they're using plug trays, not soil blocks. And if you have them in a plug tray next to a soil block, you'll just see the difference night and day. So these are plants that have not run into stress in getting started. They are off, vigorous, and ready to go in the ground. And I see that difference all the time.